Hey guys, welcome to Outsiders. I wish everybody was here and we could walk through the property, but we thought we'd give you a quick tour and tell you a little bit about Outsiders. My name is Seth, and I want to tell you about the reason Outsiders exists. It really exists to foster a community of kids, of parents, of guides, where we can get outside and we can do hands-on learning, stuff that would be impossible to do in a classroom, that would be almost impossible to do at your home, but you can come out here and we can touch it, we can see it, we can build it, we can invent it, we can talk about it, play with it, and we really think you would love it.
Day at Outsiders starts with just a little bit of free time. We like to have a lot of downtime for the kids to create relationships and connect with the guides and each other. And then we all gather together and we do inspiration. And inspiration kind of sets the tone. Inspiration ranges anywhere from porta potty etiquette to the reptile guy coming to show us different snakes and critters. Inspiration is just a way to get everybody on the same page and to start our day with a little bit of energy. Then everybody breaks up into their eddies, which is an educational group, and they go to their first class. Their class is a little more than an hour. After their first class, which is always hands-on, dirty, learning by getting dirty and actually doing things with our hands is our style. And then after that, we have a really long lunch where, again, we want kids to be able to have time to create relationships and play games together. And they basically get free range of the property during lunchtime. And then after lunch, we have our second class. And our second class is just exactly what happened in the first class, except you get 2 separate classes each day. So then after our second class, we do interest-led. Interest-led is one of our favorite things. It can range from sign language to motorcycles to garden animals, ribbon dancing, soccer, volleyball. We basically, anything our kids are interested in, the guides decide to teach. And that is a typical day at Outsiders. So one of the most common asked questions is, what do we do when it rains? Or what do we do when it's super hot? And we have just kind of graphs tight to the Norwegians saying that there's not bad weather, there's just bad clothing. And we just believe that kids are healthier when they're outside in the sunshine and when they're playing in the rain and they're just outside in nature. And we definitely have seen a lot of kids just really thrive because of the sunshine and fresh air.
Here at Outsiders, we have a very unique, innovative style or philosophy of education. We believe in laying a feast, as Charlotte Mason says, laying a feast before our children, right? Putting them in the way of things worth observing. So where reading, writing, and arithmetic are very important, and we do plenty of that here at Outsiders, we also believe in pursuing passions and pursuing interests. So we don't want to stop just merely at reading about something. We want to smell it, taste it, see it, and do it whenever possible. So this unique philosophy has bled into every area, everything that we do here at Outsiders, starting with our curriculum. When we were looking into and researching different curriculums that we would hopefully find that would work here at Outsiders, we didn't find anything quite suitable for what we were wanting to give our students. So we developed our own custom curriculum. That custom curriculum is geared towards all ages. It's a family style education. However, we do break into our eddies and we modify each lesson to suit whatever age group that we are teaching. Also, the leadership guides that we bring on here are all so passionate about what they're doing, and they all bring something unique to the table. So we have very different styles of teaching and training and instilling a love of learning, and all of the leadership guides here are dedicated to that.
Another common question we have is, what subjects do we cover? And we are heavy science-based. We cover a lot of history, human geography, world geography, and a lot of language arts. We recommend that at home you do a formal grammar and math. Everything else we touch here at Outsiders. And as far as our high school students and older students go, we have extra assignments that they can do at their at home that kind of go along with this and make it a little bit more challenging and a little deeper learning.
We are an outdoor educational program, and we have 9 acres out here where the kids are free to roam for much of the day. Our outdoor classrooms are all throughout the property, where we have covered locations where if there's harsh sun or rain, we can find cover in there, and it's still an outdoor theme or vibe. Each of our classrooms are named, so we have fun names for each one. Last year, our literary theme was Swiss Family Robinson, so we gave each of our classrooms names. So we have the garden, this is one classroom. We have the Cottonwood, which Seth will be speaking in a little bit. And we have the Grove and Shady Hollow, where we have our inspirational time. So all these little classrooms that just make it feel like home, we hope, to our students. So right now I'm standing in our garden, which is one of our interest-led programs. The agriculture program here, we've been developing over the last 2 years and are hoping to expand it even more. We have, back in the back corner, we have a field with sheep and a llama, and we have chickens and ducks that you've probably heard throughout our segments here. This garden, one of the really neat things about Outsiders is that it has literally been built by our students, by our staff and our students working together. So the garden is one of those places, and all of the things in here are recycled wood, recycled trees. When we had to trim the cottonwood, we used branches to create a fence. We have developed our own composting system, and the kids have learned the chemistry and physical science behind composting, and they have fertilized all of the garden beds that are bountiful right now. And so we're sad that at this moment the kids aren't here to be able to see the work that they have done and the fruit of their labors. But so the agriculture part, or interest-led, is just one of the many interest-leds that we have. You've heard a few of them mentioned. We also like to listen to our students, and if we hear something, a theme with some of the kids that they want to learn about something unique, we make sure to bring in, the professional that can teach them if we're not able to do that for them. So that's one of the unique things that we do here at Outsiders, is we are not afraid to bring in whoever we need to bring in order to reach the needs of our kids and develop passion-based learners that will go out into the workforce with passion.
All right, another question that we get asked fairly often is, how do you service high schoolers or even junior hires as they're starting to transition to a heavier workload, thinking about life after high school, whether they're going to go on to college or a technical school or maybe a job? And that's exactly our thinking also, is that we want these students to be able to experience things from actual experts. One of our guides has a daughter at Stanford, and she's passionate about this program because it teaches interest-led learning, how to follow your passions. We have a YouTube class that's teaching them about media. We also have a lot of high school kids that really need each other, and so they're going to work together and collaborate on some of their big assignments. In fact, every year our high school enrollment has grown because of that. And so it's a really exciting program for these older kids who, one of our guides is a river guide in the summertime, who get to be exposed to professionals. We have another guide who is a executive director at a large nonprofit in town. And so they're getting hands-on experience with people who are passionate about doing great things in the community, and really nothing's better for them than that.